5 minutes after 10 o'clock. It's a little cool out there. Matt Gibbs is in the studio. He's kind of a cool guy himself. Sold me a car, and it was kind of cool to get a new car. And so if you have a question about your cars, your anything with mechanical issues, just maybe lubricants and things like that, call in. The number is 622-9622. Matt will answer your questions. Good morning, Matt. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing, Larry?
Pretty good. I told you off the air about this question, so I'm going to say it now on the air. So I was talking to a lady the other day. She delivers the Star Banner. She delivers newspapers house to house to house to house, and her brakes are regularly applied. And she regularly gets her brakes changed. I don't remember if it was every 6 months or something like that, but they go quick, she said. You had a lot of this for people? Okay. So I said, well, is there a brake that lasts longer, but it costs more? Like, do brakes come like everything else? You get what you pay for, and
Absolutely.
and I said, I don't know if that's the way it is.
Absolutely.
So
Matter of fact, just about every part that you can buy for your car,
really,
other than dealer item only stuff like certain types of switches and maybe certain sensors and stuff that may not be available at your local Napa store, AutoZone store, or something like that comes from the dealer. Even body panels, fenders, bumpers. There's the factory stuff, and then there's aftermarket stuff.
And so, are there brand names? Is that what you look for?
Well, yeah. I mean,
in brakes specifically. I mean, like, is there a Rolls Royce of brakes or something?
Well, there is, and as far as like when you get into performance stuff and stuff like that, you can get different types of brakes. But for the average everyday passenger car, one of the things that like we service a lot of mail vehicles, and so they're stopping at every mailbox.
Oh, okay.
And
mail.
Private mail deliverers. And so we tend to see, depending on what kind of car it is, that's a big factor, and then looking to see if there's like ceramic brake pads available for that car, and they tend to last a lot longer, and they're not as hard on the rotors.
Ceramic? That sounds like it would grind.
No, but they don't. And one of the benefits you get with Sunrise Automotive is, it's kind of, I tell people like this. I said, my wife, she shops at Publix, she shops at Winn-Dixie, she shops at Walmart. She in her mind, if she's going out for certain items, she knows that, these particular items are cheaper over at Walmart than they are at Publix, and then Publix may have this sale, and she might want to go. You know what I'm saying? So she kind of works it out.
The price and the quality and all that stuff.
Well, and it's the same thing in parts. We use different companies to buy different parts.
Oh, okay.
So, and one of the values that we do in our business is we look for everything that we do comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. And so, but we try to extend that warranty, and we can extend it by this. If, let's say, a vendor that we're buying brake parts from, they may offer lifetime warranty brake pads. Now, this happens a lot in our industry, is that me as a company, I buy these brake pads that have a lifetime warranty. You as a customer come in and get a brake job, and I tell you it's a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. Well, next year it might be time to do brakes again. You're expecting to pay for the brake job because it's been over 12 months or 12,000 miles. Me as a company, I can go back to that my source, my vendor, and I can get your brake pads done for free. Okay, now it's not costing me anything for your parts, but I charge you the whole boat. I charge you for the whole brake job. We don't do that at Sunrise. At Sunrise, if I can buy brake pads with a lifetime warranty or an alternator or starter, I give that warranty to my customer. You see what I'm saying?
That's a good deal, yeah.
Yeah, because
that would make sense,
you might need brakes a year from now or a year and a half from now or 2 years from now.
How can they afford to do that, though, in a lifetime warranty on brakes? Old brakes eventually wear out.
They're going to wear out. How
do they offer? I mean, how can they do
They
that?
just do. It's part of their promotion. It's kind of like they're wanting us as shops to to use them as our primary parts supplier.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's kind of a gimme for us to buy more parts from them. And I have always just been very diligent about saying, if it's motor mounts, I buy motor mounts from this company. If it's brakes, I buy brakes from this company. If it's electronics, I buy electronics from this company. And it's kind of a pain because you got to constantly call all the different suppliers and keep everybody in check. But we probably buy 80% of our parts. Probably 70% of our parts come through AutoZone, their commercial division. And and on their commercial side of things, I can get Motorcraft, I can get AC Delco, I can get Mopar, I can get factory stuff through AutoZone. And so we work real good together. And AutoZone has their own brand of brake pads, and their lifetime warranty. So this person that's has a newspaper delivery thing.
Right.
If she came to Sunrise, and even if she needed brakes every 6 months, she may have to pay the labor to put them on, but she would never have to pay for those pads ever again.
And an interesting comment that she made was that I have to keep my car in shape. This is how I make my own money. This is my living.
Absolutely.
And to be honest, I don't think it's much of a living. I don't think they make a whole lot of money doing that. So
no, and so you want to try to make your job as inexpensive as possible.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
Yeah. All right, phone calls are invited, and we have one coming in. If you would like to also be on with Matt, the number is 622-9622. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Hey, good morning, Matt. This is Dennis.
Hey, Dennis.
In your opinion, would lifetime pads be a little harsher on rotors than, say, semi-metallic?
Well, even the semi-metallic pads are lifetime warranty. Even the organic pads, which I wouldn't put organic pads on anything, but they do offer them, and so that's the softest of all the brake pads.
Really?
But they're even lifetime warranty.
Your opinion about organic intrigues me.
Why is that?
You had a low opinion of organic.
Well, the organic, it's because they don't contain any kind of metallic material. So therefore, what happens is, if you're in a situation, they're cheap. These are $9 brake pads for a passenger car.
Yeah, but that's for somebody else. I don't want them. Ceramic is a good.
Yeah, you don't want those.
It doesn't sound like anybody should want them.
Yeah, and then
hey, another question. Then, I have. I'm keeping my grandson's car till he gets back from the service, and I know that the battery keeps going down. It's got a fresh battery in it, and I noticed when I take the hot terminal off, I leave it off, but when I go to touch it, there's a little bit of spark. Now, is there something naturally all the time on, maybe like the ECM or something that would give a little spark?
Yes, absolutely. What kind of car is it?
01 GMC Jimmy.
Yes. So it's definitely going to have, probably like a 30 mil amp draw continuously, because you got to think about it. You got a clock, you got memory, for your radio stations, all that stuff requires.
Even if the radio's off.
Yeah, even if the radio's off. That's why every time you start the car and your preset stations are memorized into it. Well, that memory, that whole in an 01, it may even have what we call a wrap system, which is on a lot of these new cars, when you stop somewhere,
those wrap systems in this parking lot all the time.
But you know how you turn the car off and your radio continues to play until you open the door?
I have that feature.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's a wrap system. It's a retained accessory power.
Larry's going high tech on us now.
Matt made me do it.
And
okay,
that's
now,
and
is there a regular cheap meter wouldn't have any way of measuring that amount of draw, would it?
I mean, a cheap meter that reads amperage, yeah, it could read the draw, and there's
It reads amperage, but I don't have anything that reads amperage. It's voltage only.
yeah. Then you need to get a little bit better meter.
I need to come by you.
Yeah, and we could
come by you when he gets out. Then.
Yeah, and we could just check it, and make sure it's within the tolerance that's available, that's allowed, and I'm sure it probably is.
Okay, you've been a great help.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you
for being on the air for us.
Oh, isn't that a nice comment? Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Yeah, good morning, good morning. I remember when I had to use my private vehicle to deliver mail, and we wound up switching to ceramic brakes because they last a bit longer. And they were not particularly rough on the rotors at all.
Nope.
Whereas the OEM brakes, because they wore so darn fast, you were down to the rivets so quickly that you had to, you got one cut and then you were into another rotor. Whereas the ceramics, if you kept a close watch on them, they weren't terribly hard on the rotors at all.
Nope, they're when available, that's what I like to put on.
Yeah. All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, I'm loving the calls. Keep them coming. We'll take a little break, though, and be right back with Matt. The phone number, if you want to call and speak to Matt on the air, is 622-9622. We'll give you Matt's number at Sunrise Automotive and Crossroad Auto Sales when we come back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Pretty nice day today on the cool side. Sunshine and some clouds. Highs in the upper 50s to mid-60s around the area. And partly cloudy and chilly tonight. A low of 34 well inland, 44 at the coast. For tomorrow, a mostly sunny, cool day with a high of 60 to 64. Through day becoming mostly cloudy, high 66 to 70. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Are you in need of custom screen printing, embroidery, or promotional items? Then look no further and come visit the brand new Legacy Team Sales. LTS is conveniently located off 17th Street next to Armstrong Homes in beautiful Ocala. We offer the best prices and highest quality products for your company, team, school, or nonprofit. Whether looking for screen printed shirts, embroidered polos, or travel team uniforms, you'll be sure to find it at Legacy Team Sales. Come visit our new 27,000 square foot facility. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff will assist you in every part of your custom purchase. LTS carries the hottest brands in the industry like Under Armour, Russell, Mizuno, Asics, Badger Sports, Gildan, Pacific, Ogio, and many more. At LTS, screen printing embroidery is done in-house and we guarantee customer satisfaction. Stop by, give us a call, or check us out on the web at shoplts.com. Remember the name, LTS.
Put your money to work. Florida Credit Union has a money market special, 1% APY until December 31st, 2016. That's right, through December 31st, 2016. $50,000 minimum balance to open and earn dividends. On January 1st, 2017, the account reverts back to a normal account at current rates. Federally insured by the NCUA, Florida Credit Union, enriching people every day. Visit one of Florida Credit Union's convenient locations today or their website, www.flcu.org.
Offer ends February 28th, 2016.
Enrich your life at Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club. Here, century-old oak trees surround stunning homes, the finest resort-style amenities, and a stately clubhouse. Our exceptional golf course will host the 2016 Coates Golf Championship presented by R&L Carriers. And here you can savor a luxurious lifestyle that's second to none. Call 352-369-6969 for more information on our available real estate options and to schedule a home tour.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking: will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
All right, 19 minutes after 10 o'clock, Matt Gibbs is here. Matt sold me the car I drive now. I love the car I have from Crossroad Auto Sales. Matt also is my mechanic when I had the other car that is no longer with us, but it worked pretty good up until the time I hit the cow.
Yeah.
And you do have a phone call waiting on hold patiently through the commercial break there. Good morning, morning. Thank you for waiting. You're on the air with Matt.
Good morning, Matt. It's Sonny.
Hey, Sonny.
The cars today, I notice even the older cars, a lot of people leaving keys in the ignition because it's in the garage. And just leaving a key in the ignition maintains a certain circuitry prepared, for whatever reason that does. And the other thing that people forget about is if the car has a built-in alarm system. You can take the keys out and everything, but that alarm system is still going to be armed, and that's going to be pulling a small amount of current to keep it active. And, today's cars are a different critter. And the other thing I'd like to mention is if you have a weak battery, that does not do your electrical components like your computers and whatnot any good at all. I'm just wondering if you concur or not, and I'll hang up and listen. Thank you.
No, absolutely. Like I have a Ford Expedition, and the truck's sitting out in the parking lot right now, and there's a little red light on my dash blinking, and it's my security light.
I got that. I don't even know what to do with it.
Yeah, don't do anything with it. Just let it blink. And so, and Sonny's right. It's a lot of these cars. When I worked for the dealership, when we would get the cars brought in, the new cars brought in that the dealer ordered from the factory and stuff, and we used to have to do what they call a PDI, which is a pre-delivery inspection. When the cars come from the manufacturer, you gotta fill all the fluids and put the covers on them, and there was a thing. A procedure you had to do to the car before it was ready to go out on the front line. And a lot of times what it is, there's a procedure where you have to activate parts of the electrical system because a car may be sitting at the factory out in the field waiting to be delivered. So to keep the batteries from going dead, there was fuses and whatnot that you'd have to install to bring the car completely to life. And so when you bring it to life, now someone buys it, you bring it home, and people don't have to deal with that. But if you're going on a long trip, the car's sitting up, it's put in storage, you live in Florida part of the time and you live up north part of the time and your car sits here, it's very common for that battery to go dead because just because there are so many things that are still activated, even though you're 1,000 miles away, the car still has things it needs to do.
So would you advise we go to you and say we need to have everything disconnected while we're away?
No, I wouldn't do that. If you're going to be
disconnect the battery, maybe?
Yeah, if you're going to be gone for a long period of time, just disconnect the battery. The problem with that is when you get home, you're going to have to redo your clock and your radio stations
that's no big deal, really.
And all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And they actually make a device that you can plug in. You can disconnect the battery and plug this device into the cigarette lighter. And what that does is it's a device that has a 9-volt battery, and just the 9-volt battery will keep your memory alive with the battery disconnected.
Oh, really?
So you don't have to go.
That's
back.
a good idea. Yeah. Do you know what I don't understand? Now I have one of these fobs now for the first time ever. Why do people wait until they're 30 or 40 feet away before they lock their car? I always lock my car as soon as I get out the door. I lock the car. But I see other people, like they'll be walking into Publix, they're 40 feet away from the car. It beeps the horn. Why are they doing that?
I do that.
You do?
Yeah.
Why? Why don't you lock it when you're at the car?
Because I can lock it 30, 40 feet away.
All right, we have a phone call coming in. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Good morning, Matt.
Morning.
Larry and Robin.
Hey.
Hey, another nice thing they make is a little solar panel that plugs in your cigarette lighter and goes in your dash, and it keep your battery charged if the car's sitting outside. I've seen them use it on at RV dealerships and things to keep the batteries charged up.
Really?
Yeah, just a little solar charger.
The battery's fully charged.
Yeah, that's a
good idea. Yeah.
I rigged that up. I have a gate at my house, and I use the gate actually runs off a 24 series marine battery. It's inside my component that opens my gate, and I got a solar charger that keeps that battery charged.
Okay, did you know there's a company in Ocala that makes these little trailers called runaways or getaways. Have you heard of these things?
No, but they look like like a little travel trailer kind of thing. The little thing like a midget guy would have.
Right.
You couldn't get one, Larry.
No, I could.
Yeah, you just have to lay down.
Well, that's what it's for. That's what it's for. No, I was watching this video. Right here in Ocala, they make them.
I didn't know they made them here. I see them around.
Yeah, and what it is, it's kind of the same thing as you crawling into a tent. You're not supposed to stand up in it. You basically go in there to lay down, and like a tent. You have room for your camera and your phone and a lantern, or maybe.
But where are your feet gonna go? You're gonna have to cut a hole in there and put your feet outside.
No, they make them long enough. No, but the reason it came up is because the guy's electricity in the video I was watching came from a solar thing he had on there's a little rack outside of the thing. We got to find out where that's made somewhere here in Ocala.
That's pretty cool.
I think the address said Magnolia. I think. Of course, Magnolia is a long road.
Yeah.
It's not just downtown, but anyway. Just wondered if you ever heard about that. I could pull that with my car, couldn't I?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you could.
I have to cut out some holes for my feet. So getting back to the you get what you pay for thing.
Okay.
Is that true for gasoline too? Like I never buy the expensive gas. I always get the 87, whatever it's called, 87 octane. Mm-hmm. I never get the 93.
Why?
Because it costs more.
Because it costs more. Now, on your car, if you look in the owner's manual,
hope I'm doing the right thing.
Your car will tell you what grade this car was engineered to run on.
So I need to look at that.
Well, I can already tell you what it is. It's 87 octane.
Oh, it is 87.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm good.
And typically, what you'll see is if a car is other than 87 octane, typically you'll see in the gas flap, there will be a tag. And a tag will say to use mid-grade or use up to 90 or 92 octane.
Oh, really?
Because that car was engineered to run on 89, 90, or 92 octane. But typically they'll tell you. And typically it's a higher end. I know when I worked for the Cadillac store, some of the Cadillacs require to use the 92 octane, but there's tags. Now, with that, Cadillac also, we could go in and do some detuning on the engine and allow it to run on the 87 octane, and you didn't have some of the side effects would be like spark knock, pinging, things like that. By detuning it a little bit and using a computer and detuning it a little bit, the car would accept 87 octane.
Oh, really?
So the majority of vehicles out here in the parking lot here at the mall, they're going to run on 87 octane or diesel fuel.
So the what you get what you pay for theory doesn't necessarily apply to gasoline. Does it apply to oil? Like if you go to the oil change people, not yourself, because with you, I just say what's the best for my car, and you just put it in. But if I go to one of those $19.99 ones, and then you get in there and they say, well, that's the cheap one. Do you want something better? Okay, well, that's not good. It sounds like the more you pay, at least that's their message.
And that's true on basically anything that we deal with. Yeah. You get what you pay for, and oil is no different. I think gas. So, here's the deal with gasoline. When I had a BP station, all the gas comes from the depot in Tampa. And you go down to the depot in Tampa, and there's Exxon, there's Chevron, there's Mobil, there's BP, there's all and they're going to the same terminal to get the fuel.
Oh, really?
It's just what they do with the fuel after they buy it from the terminal.
So I didn't know that. They put detergent or something?
They put their own stuff inside their gas.
Matt, what is your phone number?
My phone number at Sunrise Automotive is 352-690-1993.
Okay. I go to Matt for one reason. He knows I don't, and I trust him. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Larry.
We'll be right back.
Fox CBS News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. We're getting more information about victims of a suicide attack in Istanbul, Turkey. A Turkish official says at least 9 of those killed are Germans.
Denmark is joining Germany in advising its citizens to avoid public places and crowds in Turkey until further notice. Turkey believes the suicide bomber who carried out the attack in Istanbul's popular Sultan Ahmet